TWIA actually offers a discount on your premium. I'm not sure what that discount is, but anything would be good. But if you use a Class 4 or Class 3 or Class 4 impact rated shingle.
Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and once again, it's the show with Aaron and Franklin where we talk engineering and home repairs and how to make sure you keep everything in jive with your insurance. And Dave and I were talking before we started the show about roofing, and you brought up something, Dave. You said, man, I want to let people know how they can save money, but let's start off with the process. So I've got a home. The roof's, 15, 18, 20 years old, but man, we've had some wind with Burl. We've had some cold weather. We've had a little bit of hail down here. Luckily, we don't get very much of that down here, but I'm in a position where I want to replace the roof and go ahead and get it done and make sure I do it now because my house is in the rental pools and I want the heat from the spring and a little bit over the winter to go ahead and start sealing that thing before we get into summer. What's the steps I need to take?
Well, yeah. First off, what you want to do is start working with a reputable contractor. Contact them. Go ahead and get a price estimate together. But one of the things that that not a lot of people know about is TWIA actually offers a discount on your premium. I'm not sure what that discount is, but anything would be good. But if you use a Class 4 or Class 3 or Class 4 impact rated shingle, the Class 4 is obviously a higher one and has probably more of a discount than the other ones. But a lot of roofers don't even know that that's offered through TWIA. And the difference in the upgrade, between a Class 2 to a Class 4 is not really significant. It's a little more money, but it's not. And what that is, that's for impact. It's essentially, if you have a hailstorm, that shingle has a higher rating and it can handle that hail better and not have as much damage. So that's why TWIA feels like they can give you a discount on that. So yes.
Okay. If I want to get a new roof, what's some of the things that I need to look at? And using a roofer from Houston versus someone that does shingles down on the Gulf Coast is probably a big difference because there's different nail patterns, isn't there?
That's correct, and there's different nails that are needed. Where in Bolivar, you have to use a double hot dip galvanized nail, which is the minimum, or stainless. You can't use electro galvanized, which is what 98% of all the Houston roofers use up there. They typically will gun nail. You can gun nail. Nothing that says you can't, but that roofer's taking a risk of overdriving, underdriving, or getting crooked nails. And if you have more than 5% of crooked nails, then the roof just fails automatically. You're taking it off and putting a new one on.
Back on.
Right. So, what they typically do is they'll start off during the tear off. They tear everything off of your roof. Then you're going to come back and you're going to put your underlayment on. Your underlayment also has to have, a very specific nailing pattern, whether you're using 30-pound felt, which not a lot of people use anymore. Most everybody's gone to the synthetic.
Right.
The synthetic fabric. Each one of those has a little. The manufacturer gives a recommended nailing pattern, and that's typically what we go off of. And then you look at things like your drip edge. You need to put a 4-inch by 2-inch drip edge just to be safe, because the new code says you have to have 2 inches fully on the sheeting. So if you have any kind of soffit or anything, it's not going to work out. So we just suggest going with a 4x2, which is readily available. All the supply houses have pretty much gone to that. And then we like using a fully adhered starter strip, because that's where the highest wind pressures is the edge. You fully adhere that starter strip, and then you can even put some additional adhesive on it to just really tighten that down. Hold that down good. 6 nails per shingle, and just don't overdrive it.
Yeah.
It's a big key.
As far as while the roof's going on, is it the contractor responsibility to take pictures of different areas, or how does that work?
We always, so when we're inspecting, we're a moment in time. We come out, we look at it. Typically, we like to get there on a roof just for basic economy. We like to look at it when the roof is off and when they've got the underlayment down and they're starting to apply their shingles. And then we can go in and watch and monitor and then just kind of spot check around their guys and just make sure. And then we come back, and before the roof is sealed, we'll lift a few shingles just to make sure that there's a uniform nailing pattern throughout. But we're only there for a short amount of time. So your contractor really needs to take photos. If he's got any issues, we get a lot of times where they get the roof torn off and they've got some rotten wood there. So they've got to replace that. Well, that has to be certified as well. So you have to identify where on the roof it is. It has to, any repair you make has to span 3 rafters. So if you have a little piece that's out, you've got to cut a larger section to appropriately make that repair. Once that repair, and then we'll give them a nailing pattern, and then we call that out with our certification when we get ready to certify it. So
great. On the discount on your insurance, how does that need? What do you have to do to get that or check into that?
So the contractor has to basically fill out, I would call it an affidavit form. It's just basically stating this is the product that we put on. This is the impact rating of the product, and you just give a little bit more information. And then they also, there's another form that you have to fill out for TWIA that basically is just applying for that discount. So you have to give the kind of the affidavit form and the application, and that's submitted in to whoever you have your insurance through. So it doesn't go straight to TWIA; it goes to the agent, and then the agent submits it in. And one of the things, like I'm actually applying for this discount. I just put a new roof on my own from damage from Beryl, and I went with an upgraded shingle, which is more rated as a 40-year shingle, so you'll get maybe 32 years, 33 years out of it. If you have a 30-year shingle, you typically get 22 to 25 years. It's just the way it is. It's just in some climates, the heat, the wind, and then you get those freezes, and it just it plays havoc on those shingles. So, but mainly at the beach, it's that wind constantly. You can start getting a loss of granulation. You start seeing the glass mat and the shingle, and you better start thinking about replacing it. So.
Great. Did you find a big difference with the upgraded shingle price-wise?
The price difference was for my roof, which was 44 squares, was $2,000 different for an upgraded shingle. Yeah, and it's a 20% thicker shingle. It has a 30-year. This is a GAF ultra high definition, so it's a thicker shingle. It's got a little bit more of a raised profile. It looks a little different. So, and you can just tell. I mean, even when the guys were lifting it up, they didn't realize how heavy those packages were going to be.
Compared to the other one.
Right, they were significantly heavier. So, yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a better shingle, and for a couple $1,000, I said, hey, just
let's get it done.
Right. Yeah.
Well, for more information on this, or if you're thinking about getting your roof replaced, make sure you call Aaron and Franklin, because everything needs to be documented to keep your insurance in check. And you don't want to come back later and have to pull off some of the shingles because you didn't get pictures or they didn't see the nail pattern, because to me, that's always a weak place in your roof. Whenever you have to, it's sort of like down here after Ike, all these places that had filled in, I noticed those were areas that washed out because it wasn't natural, and I think my feeling is, maybe I'm wrong, the same thing on a shingle and that. So anyway, check out Aaron and Franklin. If you want to get hold of them, you can call them. Or you can fill out their contact form on their website at aaronfranklin.com. Dave, thanks for joining us today. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Thank you to these 2026 video equipment sponsors. Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87. Beachy Beatnik Boutique, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87. and Latitude 29 Surf Shop, located at 1400 Highway 87. Thank you to these area businesses for being our 2026 video equipment sponsors for Bolivar Live.